Viewers, welcome back, and thank you so much for staying tuned to Tobago Updates Television. Yes, and I think we finally have Senator David Nakhid hooked up with us to talk about this youth tournament, inaugural youth tournament in Trinidad and Tobago. Senator Nakhid, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear, loud and clear. Yes, thank you so much, thank you so much.
Thank you for your invitation. Thank you. Hello to all of Tobago.
Fantastic. Of course, we are delighted to have you here this morning to talk about this David Nakhid International Football Academy Youth League. But Senator, before we even get into the discussion about the league itself, let's share a bit about your academy and the works that you guys have been doing and putting in across Trinidad and Tobago.
Well, I've had my academy for over 20 years now in Lebanon. And it was one of the first private academies established in Lebanon. And we've made over 50 trips to Europe. We've placed several players, not only in the university system in the United States, but also as professional players in Europe. As a matter of fact, we have a player right now doing extremely well in Spain. So we thought that based on what we've seen in Trinidad and what the communities in Trinidad and Tobago were crying out for was grassroots football. There has been a serious gap between what we have established, which is the professional league and the colleges league system, but there's no more community football like we used to have back in the day in a serious way, where we can look to monitor the development of players, and that doesn't come with just an event or with just a 2-day event. It comes with a serious league, a serious monitoring of development, assessment, evaluation, and at the end, an achievable goal, which is we're going to have an all-star team from the league making a trip to Spain, playing against professional teams with a view to perhaps landing professional contracts for our players. We have to fill that gap that exists right now within the communities, especially when it comes to youth development, and perhaps having them pursue a student athlete career. As you probably know, so many Tobagonians had or benefited from.
Fantastic. So let's discuss this international, and I say international because I saw on the advertisement that you are also welcoming Caribbean teams, if they can, to participate in this inaugural league. So let's talk about start date and how can teams get involved in this inaugural league.
Well, we have a start date due the last week in November. We're supposed to have our media launch press conference next week, God willing. So we've been hitting the rounds. We've had a lot of interest from the media houses for interviews and so. And what we're looking to do right now, we're setting up the registration process. We have interest from over 100 clubs already within Trinidad and some in Tobago. I don't know if my brothers and sisters in Tobago are aware, but this league will also be in Tobago. We'll have 8 teams playing in Tobago, and then the top 2 teams will come to Trinidad for Sweet 16. Right. So it's we've spared nothing in trying to bring this development model to all of Trinidad and Tobago, and of course our government under Kamla Prasad Bisesa will not leave Tobago out, as you have seen.
We appreciate.
So we appreciate your participation. My coach, I call him my coach because he's a legend and he hasn't gotten his flowers, but Coach Bertil Sinclair is part of this. I spoke with him yesterday, and we want somebody like him who has brought a lot of value to Trinidad and Tobago. We want somebody like him involved. Ralph Arab Nelson is involved, who I played with together as a young boy with ASL. We have Hayden Ryan involved and Kevin Batiste. So we're looking to have a good representation out of Tobago. We have opened it to Caribbean teams who have expressed interest from Barbados and so, but I don't know if the logistics will benefit them this year.
Yeah.
But it shows you the kind of interest we are getting for this kind of developmental league.
Fantastic. And in terms of the age group, what ages are you looking to attract for this particular league?
We are looking to attract young players who have been basically left out of the system, but we haven't put a cap on the ages, and I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
We want a lot of young players involved, but we also want them playing against men.
Right.
I think we had a model back in the day that worked, where young players, I include myself, I include Dwight York, Russell Atterley. Since we were 14, 15, we were playing against men. We want to leave it open as an open league that both young and older players play, so that the young players get the benefit of playing against men and not only their age groups. They play against their age groups in colleges league and in other leagues, but here we want it open so that they get the benefit early on from learning how to use their craftiness, their guile, their skill in handling, maybe perhaps playing against bigger, more experienced players.
Yeah, fantastic. And I'm sure those looking on, especially the females, they may be asking themselves, I mean, this league, you're always catering for the guys. Is there anything for the females as well?
Well, we definitely intend to cater for them. As you know, Kamala Prasad, the sister, she would always ask about, where's the women league?
Yeah.
But we thought we'd start with a men's league this year, and definitely next year, God willing, we'll have a women's league.
Fantastic. And another question in terms of, because you mentioned that you've had interest from over 100 teams. That's a lot of teams. We're going to spread the matches throughout Trinidad and Tobago, or is it going to be at certain venues that you have already identified?
Well, we have 6 groups of 8 teams, with 8 teams in each group. So we have it in the east, northeast, northwest, south, central, and of course Tobago. So we have 8 teams in each region. They're gonna play in grounds, in community grounds that are local to where they are, to engender that community spirit, that community excitement in that particular region. And then we come together in a Sweet 16. So we're gonna have it on several grounds. We're gonna have use of the grounds in Tagarigua, Sangre Grande, Diego Martin, in Central, in South. So we are spreading it, unlike other minor leagues that probably had just 1 or 2 grounds. We're gonna spread it and bring the football. We are bringing the football into the community. Yeah. We don't want the community traveling to see the football. We're bringing the football into the communities, that they can come out of their houses and enjoy watching their own people in their community play and supporting them.
Yeah. And any concerns at all with the current leagues that are currently happening, like the Tobago Football Association League and the Secondary Schools Football League? Like, is there going to be a clash, or is there any concern about that?
No. We complement. Yeah. As a matter of fact, we placed it in this time because it complements these leagues. Yeah. We have 12 pro league teams. Let's say they have a complement of 22 players per team. That's about 240-something, 250-something players. What happens to the hundreds of players that are left out of that? Right. In both in Trinidad and Tobago. And not only that, the colleges leagues as well, they will wrap up very soon. And what we do, we have a lot of interest already from a lot of college players, because there's a serious gap when the colleges league is finished. They have to wait until next September to begin again. That's crazy. Right. That could never happen in a proper developmental system. So we are looking to fill that gap. While they are playing between November and May, which is how the league is scheduled to run, we're gonna have coaches that normally do their scouting from the college system in America coming down to Trinidad to watch players and to watch teams play, and possibly give them an opportunity to go into the college system in the United States. So we're going to have a developmental pathway to being a student athlete or to being a professional. And hopefully our players will rise to meet the occasion.
Fantastic. The games, are they going to be televised as well?
Well, we've had interest from a television. He doesn't want to be named yet. Someone who has access to the television rights. So we are looking at having these games. Well, we're going to definitely live stream on Facebook and so. So people will have access to these games, and we're going to make sure that you get to see. But we want people coming out as well.
Yes.
We want people coming out in the communities, because we not only have, there's not only the games that will be played, but we're going to have a cultural aspect as well. So in Tobago, obviously, you know, we're going to have villages, teams from villages playing against another team from another village. We're going to have a cultural aspect during the halftime where they compete also, maybe in African dance, Indian dance, stick fighting or something during the halftime, and there are prizes to be won. So it's going to be a complete sport and cultural event coming to Trinidad and Tobago.
Fantastic. And tell me about registering. Is there like a registration fee attached to getting into the league?
Yes, it's $3,000 per team to register, but the winning prize is $125,000.
Wow, 125,000.
Yes, I think this is unparalleled. And then we have a second prize of 75,000 and a third prize of 50,000. So I think we are looking for serious teams. You know, people will pay $600, $700 to go to a vet. So if you're serious about your football, I think you can raise that registration fee that will go towards the operational cost of the league and all of that. And yes, we're looking to make sure that we have teams properly vetted. We have over 100 teams interested. We have to bring that down to 48 teams to make sure we have it nice and properly streamlined, that we can control everything from start to finish and make sure we have a properly running, efficient, attractive league to present to the people of Trinidad and Tobago.
Fantastic. So, and you mentioned that you're going to have the link for registration online. Where can persons register? And then how many persons can register per team?
Well, we'll have 22 people per team can register. We're going to have it up online very soon. We've gotten our offices in order right now. And during the media launch, we let everyone know how they can register. I think we've pre-registered already some clubs, so we have a good idea of how things will go within the next week to 10 days.
Fantastic. And Senator, I mean, on completion of this league in May next year, what would you see as a win for this inaugural league?
What I see as a win is the kind of community and civic engagement that we get from this league. What I see as a win is how many players that rise to the occasion and probably attract the coaches from the United States to offer them scholarships, to give them access to an educational pathway. What I see as a success is when our scouts from Spain come to Trinidad to watch players, that they see interest in one or two players. I mean, you know, in professional football, many are called, but few are chosen.
Yes.
And we want to make sure that we give them the facilities that we can then hold our youth to account. We cannot give them anything and then hold our young people to account. We have to give them the opportunity to shine, the opportunity to express their talent and to develop their potential. And this is what we have done and what we are doing under the Honorable Kamala Prasad Bisesa, who has sanctioned this league and allowed us to pursue this path of development.
Fantastic. And Senator, just before I let you go, of course, I have to ask you about the Trinidad and Tobago national senior team, the national football senior team. We have an all-important match come next Thursday against Jamaica. I mean, your thoughts on the qualifiers thus far, and how far do you see us going?
Well, we have improved under our Trinbagonian legend, Dwight York. We have seen improvement from the first game against Curacao until the last game. So listen, all we have to do is get that 3 points against Jamaica. I think Bermuda after that, if we don't be overconfident. We'll take care of them as well. And with 11 points, all things are possible,
All
my
things are
friend.
possible.
Yeah, all things are possible, and I think Dwight has done a terrific job until now, trying to get our team in order. I spoke with him up to last night, and I know he's excited, looking forward to bringing that kind of spirit to the game on Thursday. Please God, hopefully all Trinbagonians will be behind the team,
Yeah.
and with that extra push from our 12th man.
Yeah.
We look to be in the United States and
Yeah.
Mexico and Canada come 2026.
Fantastic. And Senator, I mean, it's been a wonderful conversation this morning about this exciting league. I'm excited, and I'm not a footballer. I'm more into cricket, but I'm excited when we have community engagement. Any departing words from you?
Well, I'm looking forward to coming to Tobago. It's my favorite place. I made no bones about that. People in Tobago know me. I know them well. I shout out to my sister Annette Nutt, General Secretary of the TTOC, and to all my people, shout out to my big coach, the legend himself, Gutel Sinclair, and to all my people in Tobago. Looking forward to see you all very, very soon.
Yeah, fantastic, Senator. Thank you so much for being here this morning. I wish you a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you, my brother. You too. Same to you and all of Tobago.
Yes, man. Thank you so much. Guys, we've been chatting there with Senator David Nakhid, Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Youth and Sport, and talking about his inaugural youth league nationwide. So happy that we have the Tobago teams going to be involved there. Whopping first prize of $125,000. I know a number of Tobago clubs, they're going to want to be a part of that. Remember the registration fees, $3,000. So you can start to raise the funds now and get registered to be a part of this inaugural David Nakhid Academy Youth Football Tournament happening nationwide. Guys, as I mentioned before, it has been Friday on a Thursday, discussing some sporting business there. But don't forget, we have the National Secondary Schools Netball League. It's happening right here in Tobago at the Shaw Park Complex. We have had 2 amazing days. Yesterday was really exciting. It was long but very exciting, where we had Signal Hill Secondary. They retained their 13 and under title in dramatic fashion against Scarborough Secondary. In fact, we had a Tobago 1-2-3. So Company would have won. We had Scarborough Sec come in second, and then we had Speyside for the very first time in the national competition. They would have finished third. Today is going to be the 15 and under teams in action. Starts at 9 a.m. and we have 2 Tobago schools. We have Scarborough Secondary and Bishops competing against their counterparts coming from Trinidad. So guys, it's only $20 for adults to enter and $10 for students in uniform. Get along there at the Shaw Park Complex. I mean, you don't have to worry about the weather. We have the AC there and exciting netball action. The best of the best nationally. They are here in Tobago competing for national glory. So thank you so much for staying tuned thus far to Tobago Updates Television. On the other side of the break, we're going to have the Beneath the Surface with Ria. Yes, look out for Beneath the Surface with Ria. But don't forget, guys, to share the live, share the live, share the live.